Right. Oh, you got to go with the truth in the back. What do I do? Got a bunch of requests. All right, you're on. Yeah. You got like 4,000, 5,000 people climbing. Let me show everybody who's here. Charlie. There he is. All right. 6,500. Still rising a little bit more. Maybe not yet. Hold on. Let's see. 66. 67. Still going up. 68. Damn. Yeah. All right. Oh, shit. You're going to hit 7,000 in a second. 7,000, my guy.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? We've been getting a lot of requests to go on live that we hadn't been on live for a while, so I wanted to come out and just address the public, see what's happening. Any questions? We got answers. La pregunta, yo tengo respuesta, me dicen.
When are you going to whoop Colby?
When that guy can get it together, man. He's got to win some fights first.
Nice. Your hair. Do you plan on cutting it?
Nah, hell no.
Ain't happening. Fire. Andrew Ruiz, King. A lot of love. Eso es Latino.
Latino hasta la muerte, baby.
Hyder saying, what's up?
What's up, man?
They want to know if you're going to fight this year.
Yeah, I'm going to fight this year. God willing, I'm going to fight this year. What's not going to happen is I'm not going to be played or underpaid. That's for sure. I have a value, a formula we've come up with for what I'm worth. And that comes off 16 years of doing this, of seeing the field in and out. I'm not some rookie. I'm not some guy challenging for the title for the first time in my life. I've been in this position before in different organizations and stuff, and we know how to calculate what I bring in. And I want a fair share of what I bring in. For those know-it-all online and stuff that are asking, saying, why would I make more or less on this fight? It's not about that. It's about how much I want to receive from the pay-per-view, how much of a share I want from the pay-per-view. That's one of the main things that I'm fighting about. You know, I don't feel that cut is fair, and I don't agree with it.
All right. You want Conor?
I want a fight that brings money to the table. I don't give a fuck what the name is.
Because there was a question that I saw there, actually. Do you practice BJJ? Which belt are you?
I do not practice BJJ with a gi, but I grapple often. Every day, pretty much. Every time that I train, I usually take on some form of grappling, whether it be stand-up or on the mat. But I do not ever put on a gi. That is 100% true.
I got one from Paulito. He says, not Paulito. It's a different dude. Who gets more culo, you or Joel?
I plead the fifth. I wouldn't know. Probably Joel. I don't know. My guess is going to be on Joel. He's a go-getter. That's a good way to put it.
Do you have a favorite beer?
I don't drink beer.
Nice.
I have a favorite mezcal.
David says he's coming right now.
What day?
In Joku, 20 minutes. He's here. Yeah. There you go. Would you box Canelo?
Like I said earlier, I'll fight anybody as long as I'm getting paid what I'm worth. Well, the number that I see fit, it doesn't matter who it is. King Kong, Godzilla, you just gotta pay me.
Did you see that nobody? I mean, this is what the guy asked, and I'm not gonna mention his name here because you're not gonna make him famous because I know you already. Did you see that nobody from Bellator that he was talking a lot of shit? They have a nobody there that talks a whole lot of shit. No, but there's that one nobody that they have that really just all he does is talk shit over and over and over again. And he was saying that if you go over to Bellator, he would be interested in fighting you, and I don't know what. Do you remember the dude that when we went to go, we were invited to the
for the UFC thing that Reed was like, yo, you want to move?
Remember that guy who didn't say a word to you, and he was just like, looking down the whole time. He wouldn't look at you, and yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Listen, guys, I feel kind of like myself. I'm the America of the fighting, the United States, and when some fucking shithole country challenges the USA doesn't have to respond. It just fucking laughs it off because they're like, come on, it's just generating news and tabloids. It's the same shit. I'm not gonna respond to every fucking idiot that calls me out. And don't give in to that fake journalism either of retweeting and respreading every fighter that calls out every fighter. Who cares, right?
Rolly
I'm gonna
said.
fight every bum that calls me out.
Rolly said it was a waste of a question.
It's a fucking retarded question.
Oh, would you ever fight Askren again? They're asking.
Yeah, I'd fight Askren again. If I got paid what I'm worth to fight him, hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I'll fight Askren again, you know?
Do you feel they've blackballed you in the UFC?
They can't blackball me. They can try. They've tried numerous times in the UFC action. When I first came over from Strikeforce, that's when they blackballed me the hardest. It took a very long time to get a fight. Then they didn't want to give me, nobody ranked, no airtime, nothing. I literally, coming over from Strikeforce, having one of the better records, I had to work right from the bottom again and all the way back up to the top.
Somebody says they'd like to see you fight Nick Diaz.
I'd like to fight Nick too if they pay me.
What would you say to a 17-year-old that wants to get into the fight game?
I would say leave the bullshit aside. Leave the guilty pleasures and all the fucking shit of this world aside. And if you want to fight, you want to be successful at it, well, you got to be at the gym more than you sleep, eat, breathe, party, and fucking be on Instagram and shit, you know? Fighting it's a thing that it takes a lot to get it, to get to that level. And in that process, you can get hurt violently, you know? There's some violent motherfuckers out there that only put their time into this. So if your time is scattered on other bullshit, then maybe don't fight.
Would you fight in Ireland?
Would I fight in Ireland?
Yeah.
Are they gonna pay me American dollars in Ireland?
Yes, I'm sure.
Then yes.
Have you ever taken Joel down? It was a fan from Ireland.
I never taken Joel down, and I've trained with everybody that I've trained with in MMA. Like with the gloves on that we can punch, I've always been able to secure a takedown because of the hand speed, the setups. I can touch you in the face, your hands go up. I get into a double leg or a lock hand double leg, and I just gotta run my feet, and it's not hard to score takedowns in MMA. With a good grappler, you know, if you have decent stand-up. But Joel's such a freak athlete that I've gone way deep in his defense, gone right into his legs, picked him up even sometimes in there, and he's done crazy shit every time, so I don't score that takedown, you know?
Would you move down and fight Khabib?
If they pay me what I'm worth to go down to 155, 100%. I like what Khabib does. I like that he's undefeated and he's one of the best lightweights at the weight currently. So just that obstacle alone would be enough, you know, for me to consider dropping that weight. But the UFC would have to reward me for it.
It's a good question. Hardest punch you've taken? Who threw it?
He never caught me clean in the fight, but I felt his raw power, and I was like, man, this guy's got he's got good pop. It was Paul Daly, man.
I thought you were gonna say Ben Askren. I swear to God.
Paul Daly had good pop, man. Also, I was a little lighter in my career at the time, but I remember him hitting me in the arms a couple times that I saw his left hook coming, and I could feel his thug, you know, how he like moved me to the side. Let me see who else. James Krause landed like a decent right hand over here, but it was more like the placement. It was like around here. It was more like the placement where he got me than the actual raw power.
What about Till?
Till, man. Yeah, actually, yeah. No, that's what I would definitely say. Till has the most power of anybody that I've faced so far. I remember his lead hand. He's very well balanced. It wasn't just like his straight left is powerful. His lead hand, when he hit me with a jab, it felt like a regular person's right hand. You know, like like a regular right hand. It was like a thudding jab.
I remember that fight. You went down. He was just like, "Oh shit!" You smiled at him though.
Till, no, that for a fact, it's between the British fighters, I guess. Till and Daly, but I'm gonna lean towards Till. Till definitely's got a little bit more pop.
Okay. They want to. Oh shit! I lost that one. I had a good one. They're asking about. Oh, they're asking about Till Whitaker. That's what I wanted to ask you.
Till or Whitaker?
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough one, man. That's a big question was when Till was coming back after my fight. How's he gonna perform? That's always a question after somebody gets knocked out. Now it's vice versa. How's Whitaker gonna perform? He just he got stopped in a brutal way. Let's see how his mindset is. I think Whitaker's one of the stronger mindsets we've seen in the sport, but everybody's still human. We got to see how he comes back. I think it's going to be a phenomenal fight, though, no matter which way it goes.
Didn't mean to cut you off. Can we get Charlie to do something for money?
Yeah, what do you guys want? Just tell me how much.
Fuck.
We'll put up a budget. We'll have this guy fucking do something fucking fun for Instagram. These people are in quarantine, man. Fucking stop being selfish, man. Stop being selfish. Have some sense of community. We've been quarantined for months.
Did you train with Poirier for the Hooker fight?
I helped him out a little bit. We did get a couple rounds in.
People are asking about, the title fight at your weight division, the other title that's at your weight division. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, but if you do, the floor is yours. If you don't want to talk about it, we can do that another day.
There's not much to say. They promised me a spot for numerous months, and they only wanted me to have the spot. And after the fight, a lot of revelations will come out as to how much they put into me wanting for me to be a part of the event. But then they offer me considerably less money than what I should be getting, and it doesn't work. And then they offer the guy the least amount of money they would take it. So that's what they do. They said they offered me, and then after I said no, they offered a couple other people until they got to Gilbert. Gilbert wasn't their first thing. Nobody on a worldwide scale knows him. I'm not dissing his skill set, but just he's not a known guy. So of course he took the lowest money possible to fight for a title. And he can do whatever he wants with his time and his skill set, and so can I. So I want to get paid for mine. So I don't have nothing negative or positive to say about the fight that's coming up. I don't care. I'm just worried about me.
They said they'd give you $10 if you slapped Charlie. I don't know if you want to do that. But they said they'll give you $10. That's what they said.
Then after that, he has to kill me. So he can't go around slapping people. Maybe like a left hook to the body. We'll give him some money for like a good left knee or something to the body.
Something that at least, that would work. People are asking about Nate. As usual, we get this question a lot. A lot of times about Nate and
the rematch.
If the people are asking, would you do that? And
I said it earlier. I say to sound redundant, but if we get our worth, it doesn't matter who it is. It does, because I love the fight, and I always get told don't say that, because you know why? They expect me to do it for cheap or damn near free. I love to compete in the sport that I do, but I've been doing it for a long time, and I've been in the shadows, studying, learning. Okay, what makes this guy be able to get that much money, and that guy that whole planning? We've been doing it for a while. We have a formula, just like I do for fighting. I have a formula for the business side of it, and if they don't want to pay me what I'm worth, it's cool, man. I'm set for life. I don't have to fight. I fight because I love it. I've been doing this for I'm about to be 17 years now. I don't have to fucking fight. I love to do this shit, but I'm gonna get paid every fucking time I do it. So if it's Nate's ass, it's whoever the fuck it is, it doesn't matter. To me, just pay me what the fuck I'm worth, And of course I would love to fight with Nate, just because I didn't get to put him to sleep how I wanted to.
Okay, here's a good one. This is actually a good question, because everyone asks you would fight anybody for any amount of money. Who is a person you wouldn't fight for any amount of money? Like, they couldn't come to you with a blank check and say, here you go, you're gonna fight this guy. Would you fight this guy?
Like a human being?
I guess.
With a blank check?
With a blank check.
It doesn't fucking exist, bro. It's just a fucking stupidest question. I just gave a speech about how competitive I am for the money. Of course, I love the fight. So now you're going to give me open blank check to fight anybody? Yeah, whoever it is. 300-pound advantage, don't give a fuck. Let's see what happens.
Is Scarface your favorite movie? That's actually not a bad question.
Not my favorite movie, but it's one of my favorite movies. It's definitely up there.
What did he say right here? How about Kimbo Slice? I don't know what the question is, but
Peace.
Okay. Do you actually play the UFC video game? Someone's asking. Do you actually play it?
I recently got into it about 2 years ago. Me and Abraham went to China to do some promotions over there, and we didn't know that in Shanghai. Shanghai. They set up a UFC tournament for like 60 people, and me, Uriah, and I think Joanna got to play against the winners, the first, second, and third one. And I hadn't played the game in years, and I thought the game used to be kind of like a button smash when I first played it. Like, this was like 10 years ago. So I got to play it again, and I played with all these kids that are obviously decent, and they murdered me, and I saw, man, there's some skill set to it. So then I started learning. And then quickly I kept playing with these guys, and then I started beating them. Then the next time I played, I went to an army base, and they did the same thing. They had a huge tournament, and they let the winners play with us. And by then, I was already like a little better. So I currently like the game, the stand-up part. The grappling part is cool too, but my favorite is the stand-up part. It's a fun game, and it's probably my favorite stand-up game. And I've played them all from K1, Knockout Kings, Fight Night, all of them. Stand-up wise, it's the funnest to just play on the stand-up mode.
Do you have any hobby that doesn't consist of martial arts or fighting?
Dominoes, poker. I like to grill, make food is pretty cool. I don't like to do everything that's involved in making food. There's a lot of processing, but I like to cook and stuff, like grilling. Spike ball, love spike ball. I just got into that shit. It's fun. I'm no good, but man, I love that game.
Handball, you play a bunch of handball.
Handball too, yeah, but I haven't been playing that much handball.
I got a question for you. The mezcal. A lot of people are asking about your mezcal. How to get it and stuff like that. I know we'll discuss that a little bit later. But your mezcal, how's it doing? How's the brand doing? What's going on with that?
We're doing good and we're doing bad. In some areas, we're doing really good. Like the online sales, we're doing all right in some places because it's easier to do the online sales. But due to the coronavirus and all this craziness, people can't go to bars, people can't go to clubs. So it's expected that we're not going to be doing great during this time at like actual bars and places like that because there's no customers, nobody to drink. So mezcal in that sense is we're staying alive on one side and we're doing very, very good on the other.
Okay. That the nobody dude actually showed up on your live, just so you know. Yeah. So it just, would you rather rematch? So a lot of the comments now are like, he sucks, he's a bum, he sucks. Like your fans are doing all the work for you. You don't really got to do much. Would you rather rematch Nate or fight Conor?
It really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. I wouldn't mind fighting Conor. Because he won 2 belts and I think he's a great athlete, I wouldn't mind fighting Nate because he beat Conor twice in my opinion. He's another great athlete and he's tough as hell. He didn't win belts, but I know the caliber of fighter that he is. Before I fought him and especially now after I fight him, I know how much heart, how much will, how much pain he's willing to go through to meet his goals. So either fighter would maybe be a great fight. I don't give a fuck.
This guy had a question. Is this real mezcal or gringo mezcal?
This is real mezcal, made in Oaxaca, Mexico mezcal, playboy.
Nice. Based on the question before that, do you respect Khabib?
Yeah, I respect Khabib as a competitor, bro. He's a hell of a competitor. I like what he brings to the table. I like his attitude too. He doesn't get caught up in trying to promote the fight via bullshit. If he doesn't like a guy, he doesn't like a guy. And if he gets along with the guy, he doesn't force it trying to sell people on I'm gonna kill this guy because I hate him so much and do all that talking shit, which I very much like that and I commend him for that, and I like his fighting style because he's trying to finish people, People get it confused that I don't like grappling and wrestling. That's bullshit. What I don't like is blatant stalling or just trying not to fight, doing everything you can not to fight when you're in a cage is meant to fight. Khabib's trying to punch people in the face or choke them out, so I enjoy that.
A lot of people they want to know that stuff is not there. Nobody else wants Charlie to do anything. They just wanted you to slap Charlie for $10 apparently, but they didn't.
Cash at me.
Give me a cash out. Donations for this left hook to his body. How about I just give him a left knee to the body and then we put up like a donation and then people just send out of the kindness of their heart what they want.
Charlie _ no, it's money sign Charlie Deca, capital C. Money sign Charlie Deca.
Some fucking hacker's gonna clean you out.
Do you agree with kids fighting?
Kids fighting?
Yeah.
Depends on the age, the rules set. There has to be a lot of accountability because I don't want to see no kids getting PTSD or nothing like that or even getting hurt. So I think there has to be a lot of accountability, a good sanctioning body to make sure that the fights are safe, And it doesn't take a lot to do that because in Thailand they start from like 7, 8 years old competing and the kid, they turn out all right. They're able to carry it on to their pro life and do well, I think we could be very strict in some ways and allow for kids to start competing at a young age.
Here's a good question. Who's a fighter that won you over with their fighting styles or certain fights they had? So like maybe somebody you didn't like before, then you're like, damn, this guy he actually fights. He comes to fight. Maybe I think that's what they meant.
Maybe there's not that I didn't like, but maybe there's fighters that I didn't know too well of. I wasn't too well educated on. Then I saw him compete, and then I was like, oh man, that guy's pretty good. Yeah, it's happened a bunch. Snap, I don't know. Not coming to mind right now, but I'll answer in a bit.
Okay.
Got a lot of those.
Thoughts on Anderson? Nah, we're not gonna do that. Best post-training meal. That's a good question because you eat. It was actually a twofer because one person asked earlier what was your best quarantine meal and what was your best post-training meal.
Oh, best quarantine meal. For a fact, we grilled out and we had some good picanha. It was some high-level picanha, meat grade. Thank you to Josh Premium Meats. That was some good-ass meat we had. favorite post-fight training bullshit? Rice, beans, Cuban style. Some type of meat.
Nice.
Some French fries, batido mamey, aguacate. Stroganoff's pretty good.
When someone tells you that 11 is the spot in Miami, do you think they're from Miami, or do you think they know Miami, or they don't know Miami?
It could be both. It could be both. You know, some Miamians love 11. Some tourists, all they know is 11. You know, I wouldn't. That's not my hangout spot. You know, there's too many peeps for me to be around. But some people really like 11 and shit. I guess it's cool.
Okay. Batido de mamey. Yes.
Batido mamey.
Yeah. Bunch of chicks obviously are in here. They're in here doing their thing. When are you taking off the beard, if you are taking off the beard?
It's quarantine. We're not supposed to be around like other people, barbers and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't done it. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna do it just when my barber's been super paranoid of like meeting with people. So he's gonna come give me a trim up, and I'm very loyal to my barber. Only one person cuts my hair. So once he comes out of his cave, I'm gonna have him just trim it up, not shave it off, and just trim.
Okay. Someone's just asking, how are you, bro?
I'm good. How are you, my brother? Or sister?
No, I don't think it's your brother. Would you fight Conor? Yes. Would you fight Nate? Yes. Would you fight Nick? People decide, right? But you'll fight anybody. It doesn't really matter.
I'll fight anybody. You just gotta put the cash symbols next to it.
It's
man.
easy. It's easy.
On,
Miami or
chicks, baby. Come on, man. I like the Cali chicks, but nah. I go with Miami, my hometown hero.
Would you rather cut your hair or beard?
Neither.
Okay. Best female fighter right now? That's easy.
Oh, come on, it's too easy. The one and only Amanda Nunes, fucking gangster of a woman. She's so thugged out.
One thing to do after a fight.
Just relax, have a good time, be around a small circle of people that I truly trust, and I don't really care to be in maybe like the public eye at that time, because I just want to relax. I want to do me. I don't want to be censored. I don't want nobody with their fucking phone in my face trying to Instagram live and shit. So after like a fight, you just want to decompose. If I'm doing this or I'm doing that, whatever it is that I'm doing it, it's not going to be no censorship on myself. I'm going to eat whatever I want, say, do whatever I want. So I like just peace and tranquility after the fight for me.
What is your favorite video game? That's a good question. You're a gamer, so that's...
I recently got Mike Brown. This is all Mike Brown's fault, because I had a big love-hate thing with Call of Duty where I used to put like 7-8 hours a day while training every day. So I stopped for like 6-7 years, and then Mike Brown was telling me about how they remastered Call of Duty and they brought all these old levels back. So now I'm back all into it, man. I'm all into this Call of Duty fucking wave, and I'm out there just murdering these fucking people.
Who is your number one target to fight? I mean, I'm not sure.
The cash symbols.
There you go. If you can agree to terms with the UFC, which I believe we will, where would you go fight next? Wait. If you wait, hold on. If you don't agree, no, like that. Never mind. Never mind. Let's not do that. When is what? When the next one? Everybody's asking you like Dana. I don't know.
He's my coworker. I don't. You know, it's not like I'm gonna go hang out with him anywhere anytime soon or anything like that. I don't have like I don't know, no animosity towards him, but I also don't really like him too much either, because he has to do his job, which is generate the most money for his company. I got to do my job, which is generate the most money for me and myself. So you see where that clashes. You know, we're not gonna always see eye to eye, but I don't think that he's like a devil or this evil fucking person. I just think he's doing his job. I got to do mine.
What motivates you during training? It's a good question.
Competition, solely competition. I know I'm the best. I feel I'm the best is one aspect of it, but just the actual training and getting better and just feeling whether you won or lost that day, just say, you know, you got a little bit better. You know, maybe even if you had bad goals, all the rounds that you went, you lost, but you were able to find what was it that kept leading you to lose is an awesome day for me. The work that you get out of it, and then you feel all these dopamine rushing your body after a session, after like a 2-hour session, you're like, man, I don't even know how I finished that, but I did. it's a very rewarding feeling. It's an amazing feeling. That's why I tell everybody they should do an MMA class or at least punch the bag or something, because all those frustrations you have in a day, you just can't unleash on like your coworkers or whoever the fuck. You could do it on a punching bag or an MMA class. So I recommend everybody do it at some point.
How's your pops doing?
My pops is doing great. We've kept them in quarantine, heavy duty. I make sure nobody really comes around my old man too much because I gotta keep him safe. He's a relic to me.
Favorite session of the week? I'm assuming training session.
Monday morning wrestling session is always good. When we got sprints and this bike trail that we go to, those are pretty good. Sparring sessions are obviously very fun, very good. And pad sessions with my coach Paulino, as long as we've been doing it, it's just this amazing chemistry that me and him have. As soon as he holds the pads, I start striking. We can go for an hour straight, and time will just go by like this because we have this chemistry. You know, he knows how to push me, I know how to push back, so it's a good thing.
It's funny you said that. One of the guys that Paulino trains, Roman Faldo, was on here, and he says, if you need new bodies, let's work. He's down to put in some work with you. He's in here saying whenever you want. I know he trains with Paulino as well. Favorite wrestler to watch?
Oh, right now, without a doubt, especially collegiate. Collegiate style is my favorite overall style of wrestling. Especially because I'm biased. I like things that apply more for fighting, so I feel like collegiate does really well in fighting. My favorite wrestler to watch currently right now, Bo Nickel, Kyle Dake, Jaden Cox is a fucking animal. Snyder, Burroughs, of course. Fuck. So many. David Taylor. There's just so many fucking guys that I keep up with in the wrestling.
I got one for you, which is actually going to probably put a smile on your face. Have you ever trained with Michael Jai White?
No, I haven't trained with Michael J. White.
Yeah, I'm not trained with Michael Jai White. Would you join the WWE?
Joining meaning like I'm full time over there, or you mean like
they just said join, so I don't know. I have no idea.
Would I compete over there? Sure. Yeah, if they pay me.
Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Charlie would do anything for some money.
Give me some challenges, y'all.
It's crazy how nobody's really interested in you right now, Charlie. It's nuts. No, but that's because they haven't heard from George in a long time. Do you feel as though judges intentionally throw decisions because they feel they are underpaid? What?
If that's the case, they're voicing their opinion in the wrong ways. I just think a lot of judges literally don't know what's going on. And there's a very few amount that do know what's going on, and we need to change that. But it's slowly starting to change. I'm seeing the wheels are turn more as more fighters, ex-competitors are going into that field. I don't know when, but soon it'll be like a revelation where it won't be this good old boy system that you know somebody that gets you into the commission. No, it'll be like, no, you have to be qualified to be part of a boxing commission, you know?
We got some Charlie stuff. So I got Mikey Pat saying, lick your elbows, Charlie.
Fuck you.
Okay. Then I got, how's Charlie been during the quarantine?
Shit, we've been just training, getting in shape. He's had 3 fights canceled in a span of like 6 weeks, so I know it's been a roller coaster for him, but all through it, he stayed very, very, very mature for his age and responsible because he trained. He never, when the fights got canceled, said, well, fuck, quarantine's going on. He didn't feel sorry for himself. He trained every day just alongside with me. We've trained. We haven't stopped training.
Tell Charlie to eat a spoonful of mayo.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's worth doing, man. Whoa.
That
person used too much brain power.
I do that when I eat hamburgers all the time.
Yeah, that was kind of weak, man.
Fucking man.
B-boy, y'all got a kid by the name of Zico out there. I don't even know what that means. B-ball. B-boy? What is B-boy? Send Conor backyard location. Okay, no problem. We would. Does Charlie fight in combate? What?
Yeah, that's his next.
Si, senor.
That's his next slated assault on combate.
Stugat's gonna train with you.
Stugat's gonna train with me, but more importantly, I'm gonna get him ready to scrap. Stugat's and Dan Levitar.
Nice.
I'm gonna get both them dudes ready to kill somebody, man.
We're not gonna do dream fight because dreams don't pay bills. That's what's the dream fight? I don't know.
Oh, I want to address something actually because of the Dana White thing. Dana White, I think, said the other day on news and that maybe he could explain this. He said this is not a career; it's an opportunity. Been doing this 16 years. shit, I've had a lot of opportunity. Huh? That's crazy. So it's not a career, Dana White. That's interesting to know, man. I really think sometimes we don't see eye to eye on anything you fucking say, bro. How is this not a career, you know? It's crazy.
Who's the most skilled opponent?
That I faced?
I guess. Yeah, so I guess that's the question. It's Adrian sent you some love eyes. You got a bunch of those actually. There's a lot of fans on here.
I can't say who's
The most skilled
right now because
New Zealand loves you.
New Zealand.
What do you think about Perry flipping out about Trill trolling? I don't know that you know that, so we're not going to get into that. Talk some business interests. What else you interested in? We already did that. Canelo, would you box Canelo? Obviously, I think so.
I'm interested in the betterment of this country. This country getting
You look
good,
like God of
fast.
I don't even know what that means.
America.
I'm joking. You're the man. I don't even know what that means. Would you fight Carlos Condit? Again, we're back to that, guys. He would fight anybody. It's not a problem. Super necessary. Yeah. Okay. Love from, I think, Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
I think that's Kazakhstan. I'm not sure. I don't know that flag, but I'm assuming it's Kazakhstan. Who are you voting for president?
What am I voting for?
That's a question.
Ooh. I don't know. I'll leave it somewhat mysterious. If you know my background, you know I'm Cuban. And if you know I'm Cuban, you know where except the ones that are over there in Cuba that are communists. It's not the same what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that left the communism regime and came over here. You know everything that stands against communism, socialism, even democratic socialism. Anything that's flying under that flag that's saying we're gonna do all these great things for you, we're gonna give you free benefits here and free benefits there, but we're gonna take your freedom away. I'm against that. And shit, I've been trained my whole life to sniff them out, weed them out, my whole damn life, you know, since I could remember. I've been getting speeches from my dad, what the communist government looks like, from my uncles, my aunts, my cousins that came over later on in life and dropped their knowledge and wisdom on me. So I'm against anything that stands against freedom. Give me death or give me freedom.
Do you got love for Turkey?
I love for Turkey. Which we're talking about Istanbul, Turkey, huh?
Yeah. I'm talking about Turkey, the country, not the meat, not the bird.
This is a great place, huh? I forgot how to say hello now in Turkish.
Marhaba?
Gule is goodbye, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Gule.
Our boys from Recuerdo are on right now. You know,
Recuerdo.
they're loving you right now. Saludos desde México.
México. ¿Qué onda, güeyes? No mames.
Cuba Libre. Gaethje Khabib. Who you got, Gaethje Khabib? That's a good question.
I think stylistically, Gaethje's the most threatening opponent to Khabib because of his wrestling background, and he's a solid fighter standing up. I think this will be Khabib's toughest challenge to date, to tell you the truth.
Your boy Tommy Ramos.
Tommy, ¿qué onda, man? Nieta.
Favorite Peruvian food? That's a good question too. I don't think a lot of people that.
It could be between lomo saltado and ceviche frito.
This guy would have Charlie put lipstick and makeup on for money. He does that for free. We don't get it. That's not fun. Colombia. Ya hablamos en español por los colombianos.
¿Qué hubo, parce, huh?
There you go. Miss you, my boy, from Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Around Mexico. Favorite country to compete in? That's a good question because you've been around the world, man.
That's a tough one.
Shit,
man. I liked it a lot of times when I competed overseas. I love Japan probably. I might have to say Japan for a lot of like special little things that happened during the times that I was competing there. I like Russia a lot too. Shit.
That's funny because you and Rampage both.
England.
I think. England was good.
England was amazing to me. Fuck, that's such a tough one, man.
Josh's Premium Meats.
What's up?
What would you beat Usman? We'll go down and challenge Khabib or defend. So after you beat Usman, would you go down and challenge Khabib or you defend?
After we annihilate that dude, if he's even still around, we gotta sit down with the team and see who's gonna pay the bills. Who's gonna get me to where I need to go.
I don't know this answer, so I'm gonna ask you: can you speak French?
I can say like 3 things in French.
Nice.
Au revoir.
Oui.
Oui. Je t'aime plus. Je t'aime beaucoup.
What was this one? When was the last time you were in Peru?
4 years ago. 3 years ago. 4 years ago. Machu Picchu, Cusco, Lima. I went all them places had a ball. It was there like 10 days.
What do you think of Fedor?
One of the greats. Wow.
It's nice, right?
That's a skill set that's hardly ever seen in nowadays sports. Such a complete competitor. One of the very, very best I've ever done it.
Have you ever thought you were going to give up?
In a fight?
They're just asking how many times have you thought you were going to give up. So I don't know if that means in life, in a fight.
In a fight, never. That thought's never crossed my head, no matter how much hurt or tired I've been. But after getting like shady BS decisions and things like that, yeah, it's definitely crossed my mind where like, fuck, I wanted to quit. There's been some times where I've been close to it, and I was already looking into other things that would have made me, I don't know, productive member of society, like putting money in my pocket. But I chose the fighting almost because I just loved it so much that I just wasn't going to let anybody stop me from getting to my dreams.
Can you say something in Arabic?
Alek ya chelp ya Haiwan.
You forgot the. Will you be going on aerial Spain, possibly?
No, I'm not doing no media action. This is what I'm doing here on my page. I'm not doing no media for a long, long time. Everybody. I'm done with the media for now.
What happens if you see Colby on the street?
You'll be asking this dumb question. I would say, hey, how are you? Calmly, with my hands behind my back. How are you, sir? Everything okay?
When you going to Canada, we get that a lot.
I get that a lot. When Canada fucking lets me in, they stopped me before. I don't know if they still would now.
Okay. Can you speak German?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Próximo campeón cubano-americano. Hit a dance move, George. I don't know if you want to dance. Most big fan from Dubai.
Bye. What's up, Dubai?
Do you have a dream car? That's a good question. Do you have a dream car?
Nah. They don't mean the same shit to me. I fuck them up. Rag them out.
Do you have a boxing record?
1-0.
Nice.
Not much, but you know it's there.
How many rounds can Charlie hang with you? This is from Josh's Premium Meats. How many rounds can Charlie hang with you?
What are we talking about? Like in Connect 4 or something? Because I went undefeated. No, I went 2-1 the other day in Connect 4. You talking about poker? Because I smacked Call of Duty.
I beat you in poker. Y'all actually one time.
Yeah, he did take me out. No, actually, the last time we played, he took me out in poker. He cleaned me up, so I'm gonna give him the poker there.
Would you do an exhibition fight, White versus Masvidal?
Who?
Dana White versus you. Would you do an exhibition fight?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, because
I don't
Dana
know,
would
man.
definitely do it.
Everybody likes to ask.
He knows I would not ever hit him hard or nothing like that. I'd so take care of Dana in an exhibition match.
Big fan from Pamir.
Pamir. Don't know where that is, but what's up?
Love from Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah. Dustin versus Hooker. I think we did that. Do you like the fame you have now, or would you have wanted this earlier in your career?
Definitely wouldn't I want it earlier in my career. It's God gives you to you as you can take it. You know, definitely when I was younger, I was much more anti-social, I would say. So it probably would have been a little tougher back then.
Fury versus Wilder 3. That's a good question.
Fury all day.
Yeah. I think that's
Fury.
big fan from Puerto Rico. I know you got a lot of love there. Where did you learn Turkish? Yeah, where did you learn Turkish?
Where did I learn Turkish?
Yeah.
Let me see. Ganka.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I learned Turkish from a Turkish woman.
Who gets the most? What do you think about WWE? Favorite kickboxer? That's a good question. Favorite kickboxer?
Favorite kickbox. Well, I'm gonna just put the Thai and the kickboxing in there together. There's a lot of Thai guys that I like. There's a lot of guys that I like, man.
Bro, you're getting love from everywhere now. You shouted these people out. I almost feel like if you don't do everybody, it's a problem. So you got Brazil.
Brazil.
You got Sweden. You got...
Brazil. Valeu. Obrigado.
Gatinho.
Gatinhas. Gostoso.
Netherlands.
Gostosa.
The Netherlands. Do you see a future where fighters are the highest paid athletes? Technically, boxers are the highest paid athletes. If you put the guys at the very, very top, they are.
Not compared to like soccer.
Floyd Mayweather is the highest paid athlete. Mike Tyson at one point. Yeah, he was.
Ronaldo and Messi.
No, I think he was.
Overall, no, not in sponsorships and their deals, everything.
No, I guess.
And Mayweather might do it 1 year, but they consistently like.
Yeah, but bro, he gets like $100 million in one shot for one fight.
Yeah, definitely. That happens,
you know,
once a year. These guys are making like $200 million a year and shit, with everything included.
Yeah.
Uruguay, Finland.
Finland.
Oh man, the Philippines.
Okay.
The Philippines. Dito lang.
Nice. Dude, this dude says you're killing it with content visibility. You are the media. Thanks for years of inspiration. Respect from Los Angeles. Viva la raza.
Viva la raza siempre, mi hermano.
Recuerdo Mezcal saying what's your favorite food because we know what your favorite drink is.
It depends where I'm at in the world, where my favorite food is.
Okay.
Because if I'm in Miami, it's not gonna be tacos. You know, I like tacos in Mexico and shit like that, and so on and so on. So it just depends where I'm at in the world.
Messi or Ronaldo? Now that you brought up soccer, that was gonna come up.
They're both fucking stud athletes, man. I really love the dedication that both of them have to the sport, and not just that they did it for like a season or so. They've both have done amazing things in their sports for numerous seasons. I don't know, that's a tough one, man. But my coach is the biggest Messi fan that ever lived.
I'm about to say, you couldn't even say.
If I don't say Messi right now, I might not have a training coach. I have to say Messi, you know, that's without even thinking about it, you know.
Here's a weird one. Has Joanna ever beat you in a sparring session? Have you ever had a sparring session with Joanna?
And I don't need all the feminists gathering up all at once and attacking me, but I usually don't spar with women. You know why? Because of different weight sizes, a lot of times different skill sets, you know. Could I help out a girl and like bring it down? Yeah, I could, but Joanna's a 115, I'm 170 pounds, so it's we wouldn't even like really ever be in that situation where she was a guy or a girl, you know.
You ever had street tacos in Mexico?
All the time. Street taco king right here. What are you talking about?
Why do you have love for a lot of British fighters? Maybe we put guys, but we're not gonna say guys. We're gonna say fighters because you do have a lot of love for a lot of British fighters.
They're good, shit, and they're tough, you know, and they come to scrap.
But maybe guys, maybe fans. Maybe I'm misinterpreting what the guy's asking because you do have.
Oh, well, the fans are so educated. I think the fans are some of the more educated people in the sport, and that's only because they've been watching it for so fucking long, and they've had numerous standouts come from that small island, England, to become world champions. So I think they're very into the fighting over there in England, as I saw for myself firsthand, just fucking going out to a regular bar to eat, and then everybody's like fucking knowing who the fuck I am and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, these people are very much into the culture of fighting, you know?
Thoughts on Immortal Technique?
That guy's a fucking lyricist. He's got lyrics for days, man. That guy's a beast, man.
Best memory of Kimbo? That's a good one.
Best memory of Kimbo?
Yeah.
I've said this one a million times, but us going to some place to eat, and then one random lucky fan asked for a picture, and then it turned into like the whole place because everybody was like waiting, like, no, I'm not gonna ask that scary guy for a picture. And then once this one guy asked and he said yeah, it was like everybody had to disturb this man while he's eating a fucking meal, while he's there with his family chilling and stuff. And he, I don't know, took like 20-30 pictures, and I was like, wow, man, that's how you really do it. That's how you give back in a way, you know, because how could you tell somebody that asked you for a picture, you know?
Viva Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
How was that experience?
It was amazing. One of my favorite experiences of my traveling ways has been Oaxaca, Mexico.
How do you feel about Russians?
Love Russians. Love the culture. It's another fighting culture. I've been in Russia. Love the Russian women, of course. Not a big fan of vodka, man. But fighting wise, come on, their culture of fighting, boxing, wrestling, you know. And as we know, the Cuban and Russians have interchanged a lot of the cultures with each other, so I'm a little bit aware of the Russian culture, you know.
Would you ever coach The Ultimate Fighter?
Probably not, actually. I don't think they could afford me, to tell you the truth, man. Because then they got to pay me per episode. And that's going to be a hefty... Maybe they can afford me for like a week or something, but you probably wouldn't see me in there.
We already answered that. I don't know. George's favorite drink is Recuerdo Mezcal. That is true. What do you think of Turkish people? He already answered that. Russian woman, question mark. I mean, did you want to
Love
know?
Turkey, by the way.
Colby, real boss. Real. Charlie, you fighting Combate?
August 28th.
August 28th. Nice. All right. What's your favorite country in Europe? That's tough because
I haven't been, but I've heard a lot of great stories. So whoever's got the hookup over there, hit me up and let me know if you got the hookup of Prague. I've heard a lot of good things about Prague. So I'm going to go to this place and do some research over there.
You mentioned Russian women, and now you got Swedish women saying Swedish women are better. You're saying
Love Swedish women too. I love all women from all walks of life, all sizes, shapes, and colors.
Italy. Dude said
Italy.
Italy. Yeah, Italy. And they're saying Italy. Italian women. Okay. I don't know. You got anything else on your mind, or you still got a lot of viewers, but
I want to
It's
tell
up to you.
everybody, God bless. I know times are hard. God bless. I'm not going to take up any much more of your time. Just stay positive. Fuck the news that you see on TV. Fuck all the negative shit that they want to imprint in our brains since the moment we wake up till we go to sleep. It's nothing but negativity we're seeing on these fucking phones in there. So just be positive, my brothers and sisters. Go out there and get it on your own. Don't wait for nobody to give it to you.